All right, let's move on to our encounter.
If you're a monk, they're left.
Lake of Acid.
Yeah.
𝗕𝗂, a small-town wizard, put out a call for adventurers. A rift to the Shadowfell has opened up near the town, causing a flood of necrotic creatures, spilling disease and poisons into the lake. The characters must purify the lake and deal with the black puddings that have spilled out of the rift.
They nasty.
The lake has several runoffs. And if the characters aren't able to control it, the putrid mess will spread to other towns. The characters must decide the priority.
Yep.
Slay the alien creatures first, heal the sick and dying, or quarantine off the lake's runoff streams before they reach more settlements.
Talk about being evil. God.
Each option will lead to a potential unpleasant disaster. It can only be controlled. The characters are damned if they do, damned if they don't.
See, what I like about this encounter is, let's be real here. There is no good option.
No, there's not, and that's the problem, right?
Yep.
And so, as players, how would you feel about running into an encounter like this?
Quarantining the outlets of the river would be the best thing to do.
Okay.
Because yeah, that would minimize the more potential victims down the line. So,
and meanwhile, in the distance, you hear all of the crying and agony and suffering of everyone in town who's being plagued by this disease.
Wow, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
You take inspiration where you can get it, I guess.
You could have quarantined it, but didn't happen.
But I think it's interesting because that obviously makes the most sense.
Yeah.
But how is the player characters going to react when
no
a young family is begging them to save them because they've got blotches all over them, they're coughing up blood, they're in agony and suffering, and they're screaming, "Save us! Save us! Save us!"
Give them a placebo. It's the best you're gonna do.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna bring real life doctors into this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did. What about you, Ian?
Like I said, I like this encounter because there's just so many ways it can play out depending on which option they choose.
Yep, and that's kind of what I was going for here. So I'm glad you guys like it. We do have a question from Jade Gordon that goes back to the mechanic of Resurgence. Do you use different mechanic and when it deals damage? You certainly could. I put the trigger for damage because that's the one thing that's almost guaranteed to be part of a battle.
It's consistent.
But you could have triggers for like if somebody casts like a charm spell on them. Redirects it or something. I don't know. I mean, those are definitely things you could do.
You go use charm, they pull out a mirror.